munasabah, haiwan ini dipukul dan disepak. Malah ada yang bertindak di luar jangkaan dengan meracun, mengerat anggota badan, menggantung serta membakar makhluk yang tidak berdosa ini.
From the graph showing that animal abuse cases have greatly increased between 2031 to July 24. If this trend continues, the number of complaints will keep rising every year. We all need to work together to stop animal cruelty and keep animals safe in Malaysia.
Let's talk about type of animal cruelty.
When we talk about animal cruelty, maybe you think it just only abuse, but actually it's not just one form of abuse. It takes many ways. Firstly is physical and mental abuse. Animal can be hurt by hitting, choking or poisoning that causing them great pain. Second, neglect their basic.
Heated eyewitness found dozens of frantic dogs. Their only respite from wind chills as low as 19 below were dilapidated.
Some animals are left without food, water or shelter, forcing them to suffer alone in harsh conditions. Furthermore, animal testing in experimental is one of the type animal cruelty.
That's in the contract.
Ouch. So you're taking the brain and his body still wiggles? What's wrong with their eyes? 2 hours post.
For your information, every year, over 150 million animals are used in experiments that cause them unnecessary pain. And lastly, exploitation. Animals like elephant or lion in circus are forced to perform with cruel training method.
Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. So, we will move to our next subtopic, which is factor of animal cruelty. That will be presented by me, Fatia. So, there are various of them, but today I will present to you guys just 5. So, what are they? These are 5 factors that I prepared for you guys. So, are you curious? Let's go through one by one, okay? Okay, we will start with our first factor of animal cruelty, which is lack of education and awareness. Many individuals are unaware of what constitutes animal abuse or the needs and feelings of animals. The ignorance often leads to neglect or harmful behaviors. Plus, Department of Veterinary Service (DVS) also state there are 2 types of pet owner, which one of them is who consider their pets as a part of their family and ensure all their needs are met. Second group, these people can be categorized as lacking in knowledge and experience or are unable to take on the responsibility of ensuring the welfare, health, care and attention for their pets.
Ketua Polis Kuala Lumpur, Datuk Rusdi Muhammad Isa berkata pihaknya menerima laporan berhubung kejadian itu daripada seorang individu pada pukul 5.26 petang. Beliau memberitahu pihaknya menyerahkan laporan polis dan visual TikTok kes itu kepada Jabatan Perkhidmatan Veterinar untuk tindakan lanjut.
Next, we will move to our second factor of animal cruelty, which is insufficient enforcement of animal protection laws. I think I will go to this side because my info will be appearing on this side. So let's go. Okay. Next, factor lead to weakness of law action towards crime related to animal cruelty, such in Malaysia, enforcement can be inconsistent although we have law against it. Animal cruelty has been on the rise in Malaysia even after the implementation of the Animal Welfare Act 2015. Also, for Wild Animal Malaysia passed the International Threat in Endangered Species Act 2008 in TISA to control International Wildlife Threat and the Wildlife Conservation Act 2010 WCA to replace the All Protection of Wildlife Act 1972 to provide for the protection and conservation of wildlife in general, which is to protect animals and animals' habitat from animal cruelty that done by irresponsibility people. However, there is still no wins to issue as for today.
The man who allegedly killed 3 cats after putting them in a washing machine in Kepong has been remanded for 4 days. The Veterinary Services Department said on Tuesday that the suspect will be remanded until Thursday to facilitate investigations. Meanwhile, the cat carcasses have been sent to a lab for post-mortem. The department has urged members of the public to refrain from making any speculation that could jeopardize its investigation.
Then shall we move to the next point, which is the third one is illegal wild trafficking and pet trade. Not leave behind wild animal and exotic animal that also face animal cruelty. Illegal wild trafficking when some of very irresponsible parties catch a wild animal for making profit for their own that lead to pet trade, and to make it worse, it's actually illegal. Then, as I said before, wild trafficking also lead to pet trade. Actually, the connection of these two as a factor of animal cruelty for wild and exotic animal. The pet trade treats animals as mere money-making commodities to mass produce and peddle for profit.
One of Jakarta's famous animal markets. Everything from chicken to tiger parts is sold here. The more endangered the animal, the better it is hidden. Every month, Pramudia Harzani from the Jakarta Animal Action Network goes in search of protected species for sale.
Masih jualan.
We meet a trader who spent 8 months in prison for selling protected animals. Now he's back in business.
So next, we will move to our next factor of animal cruelty that made this factor as a number 4 from my list. So the factor for this number 4 is irresponsibility from people in their attitude toward animals. But before I started to explain to you guys, I will ask you guys to read some info for this factor. So where will the info will be appeared? I think from up there. So you guys pause to read, okay? So let's continue with the explanation. Empathy and responsibility is quality that not everyone have, especially toward animals.
Dan kes kematian kucing di Universiti Malaya UM baru-baru ini. Menurutnya, antara yang dirakam keterangan adalah pensyarah dan penuntut universiti berkenaan serta seorang aktivis haiwan.
Jelasnya bangkai kucing yang ditemui pada 21 Disember itu telah diserahkan oleh aktivis berkenaan kepada pihak polis dan dihantar ke makmal veterina untuk pemeriksaan serta proses bedah siasat.
So guys, as you read my information just now, here comes the last factor of animal cruelty, which is number 5, destroying wild habitat. Actually, there are also some irresponsibility parties that destroy wildlife habitat, which is commonly forest, to do illegal deforestation. What is the connection between animal cruelty and illegal deforestation? Because the connection between them is actually when the habitat of wild animal destroyed, then the wild animal actually lost their home, then exposed to wildlife trafficking, illegal, and cause death to them. Then also lead to much worse, which is extinction of animal that totally as an animal cruelty.
About 1 million species of animals and plants around the world are now at risk of extinction, in part due to pollution and overfishing. A new United Nations report says nature is essential for our existence and a good quality of life, but points to a stark warning. Humans are transforming the planet's natural habitat at an unprecedented rate.
Next, I'm going to talk about the effect of animal cruelty in Malaysia. These effects don't just harm animals, they also affect human and environment. We have 5 effects the animal cruelty in Malaysia. Firstly, reduce trust in humans. Animal cruelty can cause animals to lose trust in humans. For example, abused pets often develop fear and anxiety, making it hard for them to feel safe again. Next, physical injuries and illnesses. Animals suffer from injuries and illnesses due to cruel practice in factory farming. Overcrowded and unsanitary conditions lead to disease like infection in cattle and respiratory problems in animals. In addition, psychological trauma. Abused animals also experience psychological trauma. This trauma often manifests as aggressive or fear, affecting their behavior and relationship with humans. Animal cruelty disrupts ecosystem. When we harm animals or destroy their habitats, it impacts the balance of nature and effect of biodiversity. Last but not least, fatal animals will increase the crime rates. Studies show a connection between animal cruelty and violence behavior in humans. Those who harm animals are more likely to harm other people too.
Hi guys, are you still there? So next we are moving to our next subtopic, which is how to overcome animal cruelty. So I have prepared 5 points, also same as my factor before, 5 points also. So we will start with our first point, and by the way I changed my place to back of the curtain. So however, this is my 5 points. So we will start with our first point, which is improving public awareness through campaigns and education. One of example can be seen is the term World Event to End Animal Cruelty, is also known as WEEAC. It is a concept for the first global coalition against animal cruelty that was conceived in the United States every year on September 22. Events are held in all participating nations and localities. Okay, let's move on to second point, shall we? Second point is strengthening and enforcing existing animal protection law is one of the ways that should be implemented to overcome animal cruelty. So, you can read some info here. Alright?
Kerajaan akan meneliti Akta Kebajikan Haiwan 2015 Akta 772 bagi mengenakan tindakan lebih tegas kepada pelakuan jenayah terhadap haiwan.
Ini kerana tindakan laku mendera dan menganiaya haiwan tersasar dari nilai kemanusiaan.
Dalam temu bual eksklusif dengan Buletin Utama, Menteri Pertanian dan Keterjaminan Makanan Datuk Seri Muhammad Sabu berkata, pihaknya mengambil serius beberapa kes kekejaman terhadap haiwan sejak kebelakangan ini. Terbaru, polis malam menahan seorang mekanik selepas tindakannya memukul seekor anjing hingga mati menggunakan batang besi tular di media sosial.
Okay guys, let's move on to our third point, which is expanding resources for animal welfare having a role in the promotion of animal welfare through supply chain management, product labeling and corporate social responsibility initiatives, and the government who still holds the biggest share of the responsibility by instituting policies and regulation to improve the welfare of both domesticated and wild animals.
Ambil haiwan terbiar untuk dipelihara dan beri tempat tinggal dalam tempoh Perintah Kawalan Pergerakan Bersyarat PKPB bagi memastikan kebajikan haiwan-haiwan ini terpelihara. Usaha murni itu bukan hanya dapat memelihara haiwan berkenaan daripada kebuluran, malah boleh menjadi terapi diri dan memberi ketenangan kepada penjaga.
Saranan itu dibuat Datin Suraya Osman, aktivis sebuah badan bukan kerajaan yang berperanan mengetengahkan isu kebajikan haiwan di negara ini.
Hi guys, we have been through 3 points so far. So let's move on to our next point, which is the fourth point, is report animal cruelty, abuse or neglect. This is actually more to public people to aware and avoid this to happen. And continuation from the first point, which is education. Like a muscle, it can be trained. So start to self-educate yourself to always alert to animal situation. If it happens in front of your eyes, it could be in front of my eyes. So we have to stay alert and always aware for this kind of situation. And of course, we have to learn to love and aware of animal condition that not harmful towards human, towards us. In line with the enforcement of the Animal Welfare Act 2015, you can now lodge an animal abuse report to the Department of Veterinary Service (DVS) by completing the form and attaching the images at this web. So, we have to really responsibility for this kind of situation because they're not harmful for us. So it's our responsibility in the name of humanity. So it starts from us. Alright? So yeah guys, to wrap this up with my last point, how to overcome animal cruelty is hire more forest reserve to protect habitat or home for wild animal to prevent destroy illegal activities. However, in Malaysia, there are efforts that carried out by government, which is
Kerajaan mewartakan kawasan seluas 23.83 hektar di Mukim Petaling dan wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur sebagai hutan simpan kekal HSK baharu di bawah Akta Perhutanan Negara 1984 Gurungan Akta 313. Menteri Tenaga dan Sumber Asli Datuk Seri Taqiyuddin Hassan yang mengumumkan perkara itu berkata ia dilakukan melalui siaran warta Kerajaan Persekutuan yang bertarikh kemarin. Beliau berkata HSK berkenaan dikenali sebagai hutan simpan HS Sungai Besi Tambahan bagi menggantikan kawasan HS Bukit Sungai dekat Mukim Ceras Ibu Negara yang diwarta keluar untuk tujuan pembangunan lebuh raya.
So guys, finally our video comes to an end. So I will be in charge to conclusion for our video. So animal cruelty is a pressing issue that manifests in various forms, including neglect, intentional harm, exploitation, and illegal practice such as wildlife trafficking and animal fighting. It causes immense suffering to animals, disrupt ecosystem, and strain societal and economic system. Factors contributing to animal cruelty include lack of awareness and education, insufficient enforcement of animal protection law, petrol and illegal wild trafficking, irresponsibility from people in their attitudes toward animals, and destroy wild habitat. This requires all of us, so we can start now to change and gain better future to change animal cruelty. Bye guys, thank you for watching the video.